Hey, welcome! If you're learning German, one of the very first things you'll want to do is talk about the people in your life, right? I mean, it's the core of any real conversation. So that's exactly what we're going to do in this explainer. Build that essential vocabulary step by step. I mean, think about it. How do you talk about the most important people in your life in German? Whether it's your family, a friend, or even a colleague, you gotta have the right words to make a real connection. So today, let's build that vocabulary from the ground up. So here's the plan. First, we're going to cover the basic German words for people. Then we'll dive into your immediate family. After that, we'll branch out to the extended family tree, and then move on to friends and social circles. And finally, we'll see how to put it all together. You can kind of think of it like starting with your inner circle and just expanding outwards. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, German for people. Before we can even get to family or friends, we need the absolute basics. These are like the fundamental building blocks for any conversation you're ever going to have. You know, a strong foundation is, well, it's everything when you're learning a language. We're starting at what's called the A1 level. That's the official starting point for absolute beginners. So if you're just starting out, or maybe you just need a quick refresher, you are in the perfect spot. Okay, moving on to our second section, let's get personal and focus on the heart of our social world, the immediate family. And while we're learning these super important words, we're also going to tackle a really crucial piece of German grammar called grammatical gender. Okay, so this brings us to a concept that's, honestly, it's a game changer. In German, it's not like in English. Every single noun has a gender. It's either masculine, which you'll see as der, feminine, which is die, or neuter, das. And this isn't just a fun fact. It literally affects the entire sentence. And this is exactly why you've got to learn the article as part of the noun. So it's not just Vater for father. It's der Vater. It's not Mutter. It's die Mutter. And get this, the word for child, das Kind, is actually neuter. These little words, der, die, das, they're not optional. They are a non-negotiable part of the word itself.
Let's see this in a real sentence, right from our source material. Mein Bruder ist jünger als ich. You can see right away how knowing that Bruder is masculine, der Bruder, helps the whole sentence lock into place. See how that just clicks?
All right, time for Section 3. Let's zoom out a bit to the extended family tree. So while we learn the words for grandparents, aunts, and uncles, we're also going to tackle our next big grammar point, plurals. And gotta be honest, they can be a little tricky.
So one thing you'll notice right away is that German plurals, well, they don't really follow one single rule. Sometimes a vowel changes, like in Großmutter becoming Großmutter. Other times you add an ending, and that's why you've got to learn the plural form right along with the singular. Oh, and also, pay close attention to cousins. There are different words for a male cousin, der Cousin, and a female cousin, die Cousine.
And here we go, another fantastic example. Mein Onkel kommt zu Besuch am Wochenende. I mean, that's a simple, super practical sentence you could actually use, right? This is how you take these words off the page and bring them into the real world.
All right, Section 4. We're stepping outside the family now and into your social and professional circles. This is where we get into words for friends, colleagues, and pretty much everyone in between.
Okay, pay attention here, because this one is so important. In German, der Freund can mean a male friend or your boyfriend, and die Freundin can mean a female friend or your girlfriend. So, how do you tell the difference? Well, it all comes down to context. Usually, saying my Freund implies it's your boyfriend, while saying ein Freund von mir just means a friend of mine. It's a subtle but huge difference. Now, when we talk about jobs, German has this really neat and simple rule. To make a masculine job feminine, all you usually have to do is add an in to the end. So a male teacher is der Lehrer, and a female teacher is die Lehrerin. Easy, right? Once you see this pattern, you'll start spotting it everywhere. And to round out our little professional circle, you can see that same in pattern here for colleague, Kollege, or Kollegin, and for your boss, Chef or Chefin. These are definitely words you'll need if you're navigating a German-speaking workplace. Okay, last section. Let's bring it all home. We've got all the pieces, so now let's see how they fit together to make real, meaningful sentences that you can actually go out and use. Check this out. A perfect example. Meine Schwester lebt in Berlin. It's so simple, right? It connects a person, my sister, to a place. This is how you start to build a real picture in German. And look at this. Now we can start mixing and matching. We're taking a family member, mein Vater, and connecting it to a profession, engineer. This is exactly how you level up from just basic phrases to telling real stories about your life.
So look, if there is one thing you take away from this whole explainer, let it be this golden rule. Don't just learn the noun. Always, always learn the noun with its article and its plural form. Don't learn Bruder. Learn der Bruder, die Brüder. I promise you, this one simple habit will make your life so much easier as you learn German.
All right, we've laid the foundation, we've given you the tools. Now, it's your turn to use them. So think about it. Who are you going to talk about first? A friend, a sister, your grandfather? The ability to talk about the people in your life is officially in your hands. So what are you waiting for? Go start a conversation.